The software goes live before YouTube does. Okay, now you're ready to go.
Ready to go. All right. Hello, it's Vince Foti. Calling to order the Parks and Rec meeting Monday, October 5th at 6:05 p.m. Go through roll call first to see who's here. Chairman Foti, yes. Commissioner Gary DeLello, he gave me a call. He's excused. He working at the Oneonta Boys and Girls Club, which is having a slowly moving into opening their doors. So he cannot make it. Is Commissioner Brett Heidel here?
Yes, here.
Okay. Commissioner Beth Ashbaugh? I don't see her here. Carolyn Marks? Parks Administrator Lou Lansing? Lou, you might unmute. There you go.
Yeah. Carolyn just texted me she can't make tonight.
Okay, so that means we'll have.
I can text Beth and see it. I can text Beth and see if she can make it.
All right. I mean, how many do we have? Carry in. We need I think we have 5 members, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we need to have 3 for a quorum.
Correct. You have a 5-member board, 5 voting member board, so you need 3 in attendance.
Okay, so right now we
So
have.
you can have discussions and you can continue to go through your agenda. You just can't do any actual.
Yep.
Oh, you got someone coming in here. There's Beth. She's connecting now.
Okay.
You've got your quorum.
Commissioner Beth Ashbaugh, can you hear us? Oh, she's on. Just Beth, can you unmute yourself and say you're here?
There we go. Here.
All right, great. You saved the day. All right, so we have a quorum. We have a quorum. All right, so just have to have the minutes were sent out to you after the last meeting. I sent them out. I just need somebody to make a motion to approve those minutes as written.
I approve.
Okay, Beth makes the first motion. All in favor, or can I have a second? Anybody second? Either Brett seconds. Yeah. Okay. All in favor. It just would be me. It's aye. So the minutes have passed. Petitioners. I don't know that we have any petitioners. Lou, did anybody petition you? I don't see any petitioners out there. Okay.
No, nothing.
So we'll get right down to your Parks Administration report, the administrator's report that you sent out to us.
Yeah. Luckily, it was very short. Obviously, the city and the YMCA partnership, we had our final Zoom meeting, and just really were so happy how smoothly everything went at Wilbur this year. So the next thing is the resurfacing project. I don't know if any of you have been through the park, but the resurfacing project's underway. If you go to any of the courts in Wilbur or in Newa, the Nagel company has been in, and they've patched all of the holes and the cracks in the surface. So they're preparing to paint. I'm hoping they start this week, but I'm not sure, but soon, I'm sure of that. Just a little review, there will be 7 regulation tennis courts in Wilbur Park, and there will be 1 basketball court, and actually the posts are all in for all of those things. The posts are also in for the fencing, and the basketball posts are in Wilbur, which was originally Court 8. So that's all exciting. All the posts for fencing and all of the posts for the permanent pickleball courts have been installed by Oneonta Fence. So now we're just waiting for the resurfacing to actually take place. So we're all excited about that. So just be day to day at this point.
I had a question just somebody asked me that my answer to the question was how many pickleball courts were there going to be in Newa? And I said 8. And that's what that's correct, right? Yeah. So I said, yeah, 8. And they said, you're going to fit 8 pickleball courts down there. And I said, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I walked down there. I saw where it's mapped out. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And they'll all be contained in fencing. The pickleball people are gonna love it. It's gonna be great. So pretty colors.
Yeah.
Carrie has created a new community gardens application. Remember, we talked about that last month to better accommodate the traditional season, which is May to October, and the non-traditional season from November to May for the residents, city residents only that want to grow winter crops. So that's all taken care of. Carrie's on top of that. 2020 Reserve Park users have, we have put in for all of their refunds, have all been documented and submitted. So everyone who submitted even an application to the city will be refunded. I'm working right now with RecDesk, our cloud-based scheduling system. We hope to get all of the reserve user application process online. I have most of it up. We've got to test it, make sure it's going to work. But hopefully there won't be any need for anyone to make a trip to City Hall when I hope by next spring it's open. But there won't be any necessary reason for doing that. So we're trying to get all that taken care of. The clerk's office is also examining if it might be possible to do the same thing for park pavilions. I don't know if all of that's going to be possible, but we're doing our best. Doing our best to also take credit card payments for some of that. So the Hodges Pond project, we're waiting for a little more information from the DEC and from SUNY Cobleskill, but it looks very much, I talked to Greg tonight, it looks very much like we'll be able to move forward with the first phase of that project, which is removing and relocating the fish and lowering the ponds, actually lowering the pond first and then doing the fish this fall. The only snafu is we won't have any student help because that's not possible with all the things that are going on. So it's not holding. We hope to move forward, but I'll keep you posted. Hopefully next month I'll be able to tell you we've done that. The Ethel, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When is that happening?
Well,
The
we don't
fish
have
removal?
it yet, but we're hoping before snow.
Right, okay.
So we're
Okay.
hoping, I think probably by the first week of November at the latest. That's what we're hoping
Okay.
for.
Where do you relocate the fish? Where are the fish being relocated to?
To the mill race where they came from.
Okay, yeah,
So that's what we hope to do. The DEC is going to take all the grass carp. So, because they're not from the mill race, we bought those. So, any other questions on that? I'll let you
No.
know when that's going to happen, even if it's before our next meeting, I'll let you know so that anybody wants to come watch or anybody's asking any questions about what we're doing, they can come watch. So,
Okay.
we are this month going to get the Ethel Scatchert Memorial done. So that's moving forward. The only thing that that Greg and I had is we are replacing all the lights in Neowa around the pond. They replaced some today, but around the pond. Greg asked me to ask you, are you all okay with us changing the angle of the lights a little bit? Right now with these brighter lights, all the lights are targeted right down on Hodges Pond. What we'd like to do, what the company thinks they can do is adjust the lights a little bit away from the pond. They'll still be light up the pond, but more so the edges of the pond and around the pond, which keeps in line with the master plan for Neowa. And hopefully at some point we'll get that walkway built. So just want to make sure you are okay with that.
That makes sense.
all the lights are gonna be replaced when? I mean, in the next couple months?
I think that they're working on it. I think it'll be done before the next couple months, but Greg is having a meeting with them tomorrow. I don't really have the deadline on that, but I know that they were in today starting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak for myself. I'll defer to them. I think it is best not to have all the lights shining directly into the pond. Around the pond is sounds like a better plan. And anybody else have input on that? Or
No, I think that's a good idea. Especially because there's no skating on the pond, right? Since there's
No skating on the pond.
skating, yeah. So That's probably why they were shining there on the pond in the first place, right?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And
good point. Good
And they're going to
point.
be much brighter now, so I think it'd be better to light up more of the surrounding area of the pond.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
thank you. That's all I have.
Okay.
Hallelujah, huh?
No, well, I mean, it's been a busy, even though there's not much going on, it's still it's busy, you know, as far as administering, notifying and returning refunds, and it's just a hectic and odd time. It's
I just hope I never have to say no to someone again. That's what I
well,
hope. Not
it's
like I've said that to everyone, so.
it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
No, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
So.
Does anybody have any questions for Lou? Okay. Have you had anybody had any correspondences? Nobody's emailed me or contacted me about any future endeavors or projects or events that they wanted to hold at the park?
No.
Beth or Brett or Katie?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't classify it as official correspondence and that it's not in writing or anything. But, a number of us live along Wilbur Park, and the fairy garden thing that popped up this summer was really just such a nice thing. And I wonder if there's a way that we could recognize the, sort of the intellectual, the intellectual creator of that in some way.
I have heard from the couple that actually started the idea. And for right now, I cannot remember their names, Brett, but I can send it to everyone.
Yeah.
They originally started it, and then different families kind of built on it from there.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. It was just such a fun thing, not just for people with families, but just seeing so many seniors walking through the parks. We just stopped and had conversations with so many people over the course of the summer. I thought it was a really beautiful idea.
Was.
it
I
was.
Do those things remain there over the winter?
No, they were going to remove them at the end of the season.
Yeah, they put them down and replaced them with painted rocks that
Right.
basically say, "See you again in the spring."
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
How cute.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, whoever it was did a really, really great job.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
So is that a secret who it was?
I have the name of the couple that started it, but I honestly can't remember it right now.
Yeah.
But
No,
I can get it to you.
I just was curious.
They
we
didn't
can
take
call them.
credit.
We could call them the fairy king and queen.
Yes,
And-
they didn't. They didn't want to get all the credit for it. They said they just started the idea, but many families picked up on it after that. It was
So-
really the children that were creative. It's just amazing.
So what is it known as? What's the official, like a fairy?
The Fairyland, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an official sign for Fairyland. There was a newsletter, 2 editions of the newsletter.
Wow.
It was
It was in the papers, so
yeah.
They do everything but have Zoom meetings.
well, maybe they had those. I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
What did you all think of the picture I sent you of Newa? Wasn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yes,
That tree was just gorgeous.
really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have anything else regarding the Lou's report? Okay. Any old business? I mean, I think we touched on some of the old business here in her report. I was just going to mention that I did walk through the park and I did see all the progress on the pickleball courts and the hoop courts, and I did see them, filling in before they resurface. Everybody's asking what's going on with the tennis courts. What's they're like Steve Bro, the guys that hang around down there, and they were all excited when I said, oh, the courts are going to be resurfaced. So once they, I mean, I just hope they can do it before the cold weather comes in. Is this something that's planned next week or 2 weeks or?
It's day by day now, any day that they think they can do it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be done before the end of the month,
Okay. All right.
unless we get brutally cold weather. I think it has to be a certain temperature to put that down.
Yeah, it definitely does. I just hope they get their window to do that, because if you notice, after, I mean, the nights, I mean, it's getting colder fast. I mean, the
Yeah.
nights are, it's not like there's 50-degree nights. It's getting down into the 30s and 40s pretty quickly, and I don't know what.
When they talked to Greg about this, they felt pretty confident that they'd have more than enough time to do it. So hopefully that's accurate.
Yeah, well, hopefully it is. Okay. New business. What do we have for new business? Anything? Anybody? Beth? Brett?
No, not right now. I'm still trying to learn stuff. Actually, I would like to come in, and I still want to come in and chat with you, Lou, and about all stuff like, because when I was doing my zoning for my garage to open a business in my garage, there was a lot of stuff there. So I think I like have some questions about parks and stuff. Ooh, I'm going on low battery here. So I'm not. I don't know. I can't. I'm like, I don't have anything off the top of my head that I could ask.
That's
So
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. Because traditionally, I mean, the next couple months are slow months for us for Parks and Rec. Things normally are coming have wound down, but in this year there's nothing really that went on.
One thing I'm going to do, well, there's a number of things I'm going to do, but one thing I'd like to do, and I've talked to Judy about this, I'd like to work with Judy Pangman, who's our community development director. And she's going to spend some time teaching me how to write some grants and hopefully maybe get some grants for more progress in the park. And, just try to focus on that. I don't know if it's going to happen for sure, but that's the thing that we've talked about doing. Take some of that off her plate, and maybe so that I can target during my slower times some things specifically for the park.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything else for new business? I had just want to let everybody know that I put in for my retirement here at the One Group, and I'm retiring December 31st from my job here. So I'm gonna also let this be, you notice that I'm gonna step down from the Parks and Rec committee. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be around. I mean, I'm not gonna be around very much, especially from January through April. Again, depending on COVID, I intend to spend a lot of my retirement in Florida. So I'm giving you a couple months notice, and I'll certainly will email the mayor regarding this, because it's ultimately he who appoints people to our committee. But having said that, I think what we need to do is, he has always been very accommodating, and like we came up with some names, and Katie came up with some names. Need to give them some names, because I still think we need to expand our board a bit. I mean, our committee is 5 people. To get a quorum, if a couple people are out, it's hard to have a meeting. So I think we should seriously consider, besides replacing me, if one of you wants to be the chair of the committee, that's think about it in the next couple of months. But I also think that we should think about who would be good to also come onto the committee, so that you have more people. And again, I'm just making that suggestion. It's going to be ultimately your committee and your decision. So again, those are things that if you think 5 is good, then leave the number as it is. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'll notify Gary what we spoke, and also, like I said, to the mayor.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on retiring. That's really exciting.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's been
Great.
30 years. It's been 30 years in the insurance industry, and just being away. And I know you can still attend via Zoom meetings, but I thought about it. I just think it's time to step aside and get some new blood in, whether you want the person to be young or old or medium aged. I think it's a good committee, and it's one where if you got young kids, I think those are the people that might have the most interest in joining up or signing up for something like this. And so we've got the next couple of months to think about that. All right. Okay. So if we don't have any other new business, comments, questions, or concerns, have somebody make a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
All right, Beth moves to adjourn. Brett, second.
Yeah, second it.
All right, I'm in favor. Everybody in favor. Thanks again for attending. And our next meeting will be Monday. Let's see something here. So it'll be Monday, November 2nd. And they're all gonna, as I was talking with Carrie, it looks like they're, obviously they're all gonna be Zoom type of meetings, and maybe even into the year 2021. So you'll get a notice about that, but just mark your calendar, November 2nd, Monday, 6 p.m. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.